let me just say this, I have an amazing team. I'm not doing this alone. You know, God has placed the right individuals in MJDA's path to really work towards that common goal. And we come together and we think, okay, what's the next step? What's the next big thing? What do we need to do to help these kids accomplish yet another goal, whatever that goal is for the year? So every year we have a new goal, a new idea, something else to work towards. We're not just here like, okay, another year, just moving on to the next year and doing the same thing. We're always thinking ahead. What's the next thing we need to do to take our kids to the next level? Because these kids are growing. You know, we have some kids that were with us since they were in elementary school who are now juniors and seniors in high school, and they have exceeded our expectations from when they first began with us. And like I said to one of my teachers last week, when I began, I couldn't imagine that these kids would be able to, under my tutelage, under my direction, be at the level that they are today.
Well, I started dance when I was 3. I went to Bailey's Fine Arts. I did tap only. My mom used to dance, so it just kind of flew right in. But she left me in there because I enjoyed it, so I've been doing it since I was 3. I came to MJDA when I was 7, then left. She didn't have a competition team at the time. Then went to compete with a competition team, the Starlets, and then came back and still here for a good 5 years. So since I'm 16, if I can do the math right, this makes 13, 14 years, 13, something like that. I love it. It's like, I call it my safe haven, because I like to, even when I'm stressed or upset or any other emotion besides happy, it's more of like I'm dancing in my head, or I'm trying to create a dance to make me kind of forget about why I'm upset. Especially being here is such a family, and like more than just a studio and you have friends here. It's more of like you're included and you can call them sister instead of dance partner. Yeah. Because a lot of people hear cancer, it's like, you're gonna die. But it's not that for her. Like, she takes her struggle and she puts it into this thing where it's like, yeah, it's my struggle, but you see where I'm at now. So it's like, it's possible for you to like get through things. And it's really helped me, because even with school, with dance things, with our church thing, all kind of stuff, it's like, it could be worse, because she went through worse. It could be worse. And so I'm grateful for her, and I tell her that all the time, like, Mom, I'm grateful for you, because it could have been the other way around. Like, she couldn't be here. And sometimes I think about that from time to time, and it's like, dang, she really couldn't be here. But she is, and so it's like, okay, now I have, you here, and it's easier for me to get through high school, life, all kind of stuff, so. Yeah, those moments with her, I keep here. It was when my first solo, it was her first round of chemo. We were in Myrtle Beach. I wasn't with this studio, I was with the first competition team. And I won the largest award. I was about 10, and it was a really big competition. I was the only one there from my small studio, and everyone else was with big studios and jackets, and it's just me sitting there. And they called my name for this trophy, and she couldn't yell or anything because it hurt her. So I know she's out there, and then my cousin was with her, so my cousin's screaming for her. She's like, yes, oh my gosh, and I'm excited and everything. And so coming down the stairs after the award session was over, seeing her crying, she couldn't really yell, but she was like, you did good. Like, she really wanted to yell. I know she could, but she couldn't. But seeing that face is like, okay, now I really gotta make something work. So now it's like at competition, I'm not just dancing for her, for me, I'm dancing for her. And she doesn't really know that I do that, but it kind of helps, because I know I could be on that stage and she's not in the audience. But she is, so it makes it easier. Yeah.
So even through chemo, she was still going to your competitions,
yeah,
and still supporting?
Oh gosh, that wasn't gonna stop. Like, she had the tube from her port and everything. She had the sack there, and she was just sitting, like, she couldn't really move much. I mean, she could talk and everything, but it was just more of like pain rather, and she couldn't really scream or talk or like she wanted to. Because now, if y'all come to competition, y'all gonna see. The rag, the cowbell, like it's just gonna be the whole 9 yards. And people are like, "It's your mom screaming." Like I know, but I tell them it's like it's for a reason because I know she couldn't do it back then. So, but I still remember it like vibrantly. And seeing her, I think it was in the right corner. Yeah, like she was there, but she was just like. And so seeing that, it's like, man, wish you could yell, wish you could be like, yeah, that's my daughter. But now that she can do it now, it's like, yes, so that means I have to go even harder so she can scream more. So, yeah.
With triple negative, and then I was diagnosed the second time again with triple negative in 2017.
Sweet.
So it's been a long journey. I still continue to do my scans twice a year because with triple negative, they don't know, hormones don't drive the cancer cells, and so I have to go twice a year still to get all the scans. And thank God, so far everything is clear. I do have a small mass amount of pituitary. And so far it's benign, and we're going to continue to claim it being benign, so yeah.
Kind of cross legs like that. Here we go.
Look at you?
Yes, ma'am, look at me.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Like that. And here it is.
Thank you. It's big enough for all of us.
See it.
Thank you. It's big enough for all of us.
I'll be getting close up.
Okay. Wait a minute, make sure I'm not oily.
We will make sure you out there like that.
Okay, just want to make sure. Okay.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
A lady today, she's gone through it twice, and she's so just discouraged. And so a lot of times the hospital will have them call me because I'm a coach.
Wow.
Just an encouraging coach. And so I said, okay, we're going to give them this call. I said, but I want you to know something. Giving up is not an option. So if you don't want to talk about fighting, we're going to hang up. Because she started so depressed. Like, wait a minute, let's start this right. She was like, well, no one understands. I've had this twice. I'm like, I have to. She's like, no way. I'm like, yeah. We were on a video call. She's like, well, you look super. I said, well, thank God I don't look like what I've been through. Thank you, Lord.
Amen.
Yeah, thank you, Lord.
All right, one moment. Oh, is that like Stephanie, I need you to lead us in prayer before they come on.
Me lead y'all in prayer. Y'all are not about to pray.
Come on, transition.
Every single line it tells me
You're not that no.
never met you.
We got to fight.
More than just the song, oh baby, how remind me once again just who I am because I'm taking all I have and now I'm
You better praise me. You better eat them up.
Really, we talk to the kids a lot about encouraging each other. You know, like being there for each other. It's about you working together as a team and really, we really cultivate this whole, this family, this idea of family, for one. So just with the idea of family and encouraging each other and working together, for a common goal of just being great, as we would always say, in everything, just be great. I think that is where that passion that you saw, or that you experienced here at MJDA, I think that's where that comes from. The idea of encouraging each other, working together as one, for the common goal of just being great. You know, it's just about presenting your better self at all times, like and working together. So.
Well, when it comes to the hard times, I know God has always been there for me. But being with dance, it's more of like that added to his patience and his peace that he's given me. Because at the time I was pretty young when it happened, so I didn't really fully understand what was going on. But because being here and God's peace, it kind of helped me to understand, like, oh, even though she is going through this, that I'm at peace, so I don't have to go throughout the day worrying, is she okay? Is she gonna do this? Is she gonna do that? So kind of help each other out.